Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Tony Adams. Now there is a proper defender, Jim. Up he goes! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
And it's Neymar. He's found a way through. Neymar driving forwards. Real chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Paris Saint-Germain penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and...
Oh, what a climb! Just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Elise. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Elise gets into a shoots!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Pinged towards the front line. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shifted it to the flank. Haaland! Bellingham! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
Borussia Dortmund with the corner, there first. Beckham with the cross.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
In once more. Keeper has taken decisive action. Neymar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. That is a brilliant interception.
Paris Saint-Germain really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Haaland. Can he get it through?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
He gets big! It's there! Borussia Dortmund back on level terms. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And a chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This possibly the last play of the half. Maldini clears it away. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incidents and talking points. A decent watch this, And it's 1-1 at half-time. So we're into the second 45. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo, and he was quick to react. Haaland is onto this. Rui Costa. Nicely aimed pass. Caceres makes the interception. Szoboszlai. Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. Vitinha. And it's Lahm. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's a key interception. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Pullet. Well-timed, excellent interception. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He's picked his way through. Throw-in. Olise is onto it in a flash. And it's Gullit. Bellingham. And here's Haaland. Bellingham, he's having a go! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Bellingham brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Haaland. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Calafiori has it out wide and in space. Beckham. He's tried one! Oh, it's hit the post! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
Borussia Dortmund can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Number 10, Bellingham. Number 11, Olise.
Great defending, strong and determined. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped
Coming
it.
on the field, number 20, Mbappe.
Calafiori.
Number 8, De Ketelaere. Number 77,
And it's Gullit.
Number 17, Hernandez. Number 2,
Keep calm
Zubimendi.
and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
into the last 5 minutes. To Ketelara, and he's had a hit! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And the pass is intercepted. Kvaratskhelia.
There will be 3 minutes added
To
time.
Ketelara. He is through here. It's a lovely, neat pass. Rui Costa. Adams. Cut. That's that, the end. Paris Saint-Germain illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up... Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much, and the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here. Produces a cross. Well, they've got it again. Pass has gone astray. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. That's been cut out, well played. Searching pass he's played there. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Odegaard, he's having a go! Paris Saint-Germain yet to have an attempt on goal. Odegaard. Vitinha running with the ball. Looking for a runner. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Paris Saint-Germain do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, okay, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Bernardo Silva is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Fletcher makes the interception. They want to be quick to recover this. Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. So it's going to be another corner. Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. Cleared without hesitation. And this is Ronaldo.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rafinha producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Rui Costa driving forward. Rijkaard goes sliding in. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. No way through. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying.
And a
And
quick
engrossing
reminder
half,
today to
but we're
please
still
take
where we
all
started,
dustbins
0-0.
located by the entrance gates. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
And we're underway again. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Nicely shaped ball. Well, that's well spotted. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. And it's Gullit. It's a searching pass. Vitinha. Bernardo Silva. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Rafinha! Rafinha! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
If you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Great vision. Cristiano Ronaldo. Almost an hour gone. Stood up well to him there. Neymar is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Just eases him off the ball. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
That is good alertness. Gattuso. And it's Gullit. Paris Saint-Germain finding their passes. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Now it's Gullit. Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he get on the end of this? Tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. Hangs one in. Gets his head on it! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 13, Neymar. Number 18, Rui Costa. Number 7, Cristiano
Vitinha
Ronaldo.
clears it away.
Number 10,
Bayer Leverkusen clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Number 15, Raul.
Shapes to
Number
shoot!
21, Suarez.
And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitutions taking place.
It's their second corner of the game. He rises! And it's in! Finally the breakthrough!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
After 84
A really
minutes is
thumping header,
number
absolutely
20,
crashes it in.
Harry
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Bayer Leverkusen are in front now, the game's only goal.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic, and he's managed to goes for a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Ibrahimovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Well, there's the clearance. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable.
Paris Saint-Germain against Brazil.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a...
Header! Off the post! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Neymar is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Played out wide. Bullet. Looking to play him in. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Good decision by the keeper, got that exactly right. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he latch on to this? He's there and gets it away. There's the shot! And somehow it stayed out. Luis Suarez. Rummenigge. Looking for options for movement. No way through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely spread. And here's the chance to counter. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Quality ball. And here's Suarez. Oh, what a ball! Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rummenigge has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range. And it's Gullit.
Gullit really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
What a throw in. Ball's out once more. Paris Saint-Germain leading here thanks to that early goal, and the score is 1-0. Brazil looking to pass their way through. Cafu.
There will be 1 minute added
Can he
time.
finish? They've done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a back.
There's the whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. And that's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
Designated areas within these grounds.
And so we're off again.
Paris Saint-Germain are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now, he's got space here. Cafu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he finish? What a wonderful goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Paris Saint-Germain go into the lead. Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
And we have our very first corner. Schneider plays it short. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Maldini with the foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Thuram does really well to win the ball there. Schneider. Gullit, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up.
Real chance! It's in! It's level again! What a match we have!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
This is quite a big chance! Gattuso, Vitinha, Schneider, Neymar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Into the last quarter of an hour. Schneider. She's having a shot! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Rummenigge fully appreciates that. He could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 13.
It's their second corner of the game.
Neymar. Number 18. Rui Costa. Number 10. Gullit. Number 7. Cristiano Ronaldo. Coming on the field. Number 22. Nedved.
Ball comes
Number
in.
9. Rigo.
Check claims it.
Number
Safe
15.
hands.
Raul.
Brazil really can't be faulted for their attitude. And if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Played into space. Oh, what a... And he's straight offside. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Looking for a runner. Oh, well played, well sorted out. 5 minutes left on the clock. And it's Nedved. And that's been won straight back. Passing nice and neat. It's Ibrahimovic! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Ibrahimovic.
6
Messi.
added minutes has been indicated.
Schneider conjures time and space where few can. He's going to be disappointed with that. Raul. Now it's Nedved. And it's Maldini. Tries to pass it through, and he's managed to get free. Ribery. Ibrahimovic gets into a good position. Now it's Raul. Raul! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! He just absolutely speared that in.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Boca Juniors against Paris
Well,
Saint-Germain.
colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition here.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has. Takes a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Cafu attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tries to pass it through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Pullet making good progress on the right-hand side. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. That's a good run down the left. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Played out wide. Hangs in a cross. They've got a corner here. Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. Terrific hit! Oh, crossbar! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first. So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the...
And a chance! Oh, it's hit the post. Neymar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet.
Boca Juniors clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Gattuso does really well to win the ball there. Now he's off and running. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. A probing pass. And the ball is out of play. Looking for a runner. That's good vision. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Tries a deft little ball. Oh, that's well spotted. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Hello,
On the
everybody,
evidence
and a quick
of what we've
announcement
seen,
now. We would
they're
like to
worth
ask
their
you all
lead.
to kindly
There
stay
was
seated
genuine
during the
intensity
match.
and
Thank you for
purpose
your
behind
cooperation.
what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Paris Saint-Germain have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And the game has already resumed here. A solitary Luis Suarez! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Suarez is offering a right smile there.
And it's hoisted clear. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. That's an imaginative pass. No, that's been intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? Calafiori can so cleverly bypass the press. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's managed to gift it back. Paris Saint-Germain are still that goal to the good. And here's Suarez. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Hullet. Looking for options for movement. Quarter of an hour into the second half. And it's Luis Suarez. Not the most accurate pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, that's a key interception. Rui Costa is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Chance! They've done it! Boca Juniors are all square.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Substitution for Boca Juniors. Number 17.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
De Bruyne.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Substitutions taking place.
Gattuso. Ibrahimovic. Well read, and the danger is averted. Out to the right.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Calafiori did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He has a look up. Lam has it out wide and it's... Oh, what a climb! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And they're back in front. Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Paris Saint-Germain take the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And that's a throw. Cross to the back post. Up he goes! And now they can clear their lines.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Guardiola. Played into space. Good ball over the top. Calafiori. And time is up. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment.
Today to please drink responsibly.
Paris Saint-Germain leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I know people are probably going to knock me as being biased towards my trade, but when you have someone like this fella, Josko Guardiola, on your side, it's hard not to pick him out. Such an extraordinary defender with an unconventional style, incredibly quick, and so good at carrying the ball forward. Keep your eyes on him.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Mbappe. And here's Haaland. Haaland! He's dealt with that really well. Cristiano Ronaldo. Bullet. Lahm. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Mbappe. Beckenbauer. Ambitious ball here. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Lovely bit of skill. Great vision. Lahm did just about enough to come out on top there. Bullet! No, that wasn't kidding anyone.
Look, you've got to have the perfect feel in your boots to pull those off.
Maradona. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, what a climb! It's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Yokohama F. Marinos have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Neymar receives it in a wide header! There it is!
Paris Saint-Germain really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Driven forward. Beckenbauer. That is a little undercooked. Looking for options for movement. Hullet. And Hullet! And yes, it's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
There will be
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
And a quick
What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Paris Saint-Germain really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 10, Hullet. Number
Yokohama
13,
F. Marinos get
Neymar.
the ball rolling for the second period.
Number 18, Rui Costa. Number 7,
Paris Saint-Germain do appear to have made a half-time
coming on the
change.
field.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Number 22, Nedved.
Knocks it out wide.
Number
No
15,
joy this time.
Raoul. Number
Well, the ball
9,
just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Yokohama F. Marinos clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Haaland. He's in a good... He's having a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. And it's hoisted clear. Flings in across. That's a decent clearance.
Yokohama F. Marinos clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
And the shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
Well, they could break here. And it's Lam. Quick look, then big header! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Paris Saint-Germain take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Substitutions taking place.
Can he get it through? Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Ribery! Oh, it's a beauty! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Tries a shot! Vitinha goes sliding in. Nedved. Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Kaka. Vitinha conjures time and space where few can. Raul tries making a foray down the right.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Hello. 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 What a lucky. What a lucky.
Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Terrific header! Now it's Neymar. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
The Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Roberto Baggio really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. And it's Gattuso. Nice interception, well timed. Can he finish? Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football and more front-footed.
Big header! Check attempts a clearance. Lam.
Paris Saint-Germain are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop. Chance for a shot! And that has been clubbed away. And here's Neymar. Shapes to shoot! They've scored! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Vieira showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's had a shot! Wonderful from Ibrahimovic! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Borussia Dortmund take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And that'll be the final action of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. So there was the first half.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
And if he's got full. It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's gone looking for safety. Roberto Baggio. Vieira. Very nicely done. Roberto. And the shot! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.